Hi, friends. I am here with another reading for the week. I just want to start by saying thank you so much to those of you who have reached out to let me know that these readings resonate with you and that they support you and that you're getting something out of them. It really warms my heart, and it's the reason why I'm doing this. Like, I'm not just doing this for shits and giggles or for my health. It's because I really, really, really want to support you in whatever way I can. And this is one of my favorite ways, I guess, to support myself in my own life and to support my clients. And so my hope is to bring this sort of work to a wider population of you so that I can support you in your journey and what you're going through. So I'm so grateful to hear that you found it helpful, and I hope you'll continue to tune in and receive benefit from everything that comes through. And I just want to remind you that if you resonate with this style of energy work, if there's something about what I'm doing here that speaks to you, I offer personal one-on-one readings. And in these readings, I can look at the energy of literally anything in your life that feels stuck or stagnant, or like you are needing clarity or guidance or answers or validation or reassurance or direction. This type of work can provide it provides a different lens, a different perspective on what's going on in your life than you can otherwise get to in your own day-to-day life, because it's neutral, it's coming from outside of you. Sometimes we can get stuck and blinded by our own shit, and this is one of the ways to sort of circumnavigate that and give yourself a different perspective into what you're working with in your life. And I just think these readings are so much fun, so I love to do them, and I'd love to support you in this way. So if at any point you feel called to this kind of support, you can book a reading with me at the link in my bio if you're watching this on Instagram, or in the comments below if you're watching this on YouTube. I invite you to like, subscribe, share this video if you feel inspired to do so. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tune in and get into the reading for this week. And there's this, I didn't ask for this or anything like that, but there's this intention that's coming in around healing for this reading today. It goes without saying that there is a lot of pain and turmoil and heaviness in our world right now. And I'm going to set the energy, the intention of this reading at healing. Does that look like what wants to come through? And that's coming in at this really beautiful kind of golden yellow color. Okay, so I would love to see a picture of the energy that is at play this week, or something that will be helpful for the collective, those of you who are watching this. And okay, so originally the picture opens up with a rose, like a long stemmed rose. And one of the petals breaks off of the side and sort of floats down and falls to the floor below. And as I kind of go into looking at this petal, it sort of opens up into this picture of this wild dance party, but kind of like old time, I don't know how you describe this, like saloons, square dancing, just like a wild honkin' good time, like people stomping their feet and clapping. And there's just a lot of boisterous joy and energy in this picture. And what's really powerful about it is that it's like everyone's together in it. There's, I don't know how many people in this picture, many. And everyone is like clapping and engaged and sharing in this collective energy of enthusiasm and joy, and just a shared experience of being alive. I mean, dancing and music and moving the body, certainly for me, I know that that's like the way that I connect to myself and my like being human and being alive. And certainly around other people, listening to live music and dancing, there's such a beautiful component of that. And that is sort of what's at play here in this picture. So what is there to know about this? there's this sort of circle that appears. It's this blue like line sort of circle that's it's like all the people have gone to the outskirts, and it's like it's the internal border of something. It's like it's had everyone go to the sides, and there's a connection now. This blue line connects everyone in this picture, and it's like they're all standing in a giant circle next to each other, and the energy has gone from loud dancing, crazy joy to everyone sort of has their eyes closed, and it's almost like they're holding hands and bowing their heads a little bit. It's almost like a shared prayer or just a shared intention sort of circle here. So what's going on here? Okay, this is so beautiful. It's really the energy, like everyone's heart chakras in this picture are really lit up. And it's this energy of shared intention of sort of funneling this energy of joy and aliveness that was cultivated in the dancing. And now it's sort of using that, harnessing that, infusing that into a shared intention among all of the people in this picture into this circle as they hold hands. And it's just so powerful to see it come out of everyone's heart chakra, and it's connected to this blue line of energy. It's like we're all in this together. It sounds cheesy, but that's the energy of the picture. And the power of that sort of shared intention and that shared love and that collective willingness to be present for the human experience. Why is this important to know this week? I sort of see, like in a couple different places, people taking their hands and sort of squeezing them of the neighbor next to them. There's some reassurance in that. There's some like reminder, like, hey, you're not alone. We're in this together. And it's not in a sort of, forgive the barking if you can hear that. It's not in a sort of Pollyanna, overly positive, everything's great and going to be okay kind of way. It's not that at all. It's very much honoring of the truth of what's going on and the human experience, but that there is a richness to it, and that you're not alone in it, and we're all figuring it out together, and we're all here together throughout this whole process. Whether we like it or not, I'm hearing. Sometimes we might not like it. And so are there any next steps here in relationship to this energy for those of you who are watching? What else needs to be known? Well, I see you sort of, it's almost like you're writing a letter, and then you take what you've written and you go up to the person. It's like you've sort of written something about someone, and you go and take it to them and you express it to them. And it's very much the energy of sharing love, of sharing appreciation, of sharing recognition. This is what I see in you. This is what I appreciate about you. This is why you're wonderful. Thank you for being in my life. And I sort of see you doing that a few times here with different letters that you've written. And that sorry for the barking, that really touches something deep in the people that you share it with. Again, it highlights, it reminds them that they're seen and they're not alone. And simultaneously, you're also receiving that same sort of activation when you share in that way. There's no giving that doesn't also elicit receiving. Like there's always reciprocity in that. When you give generously of your heart, you're always receiving that in return in myriad different ways. And that's how we keep the energy flowing. That's how we keep this solidarity going, is the willingness to express love to one another. That's the most healing thing. And when there are horrific, catastrophic, awful things happening at a larger scale that feel out of our control, the thing that is within our power is how we show up and share our love and share our hearts in our day-to-day life with the people closest to us, it ripples out, it has an effect, it matters. It matters. Love begets more love. It's fucking beautiful. Is there any other information here? Anything? It's kind of drawing me to your heart chakra, our collective, hearts here, and I'm wondering if there's a message here around that, given all the tumult in the world right now. And I see you with your hands. There's like this blue, light blue kind of orb. It's a similar color to the circle that was connecting everyone in the first picture, and it's glowing, and I sort of see your hands around it, and you're looking into it. It's kind of like a crystal ball, but it's not like fortune telling or anything like that. That's just, you're sort of standing around it looking at it like this, and it's glowing. It's something about the way you're connecting to it. It's just coming back to trust. Coming back to trust in your life, in yourself, but even more so in the larger weaving of this story that is happening at the collective level, this wild unfolding of humanity, and connecting to a sense of trust in the unfolding of that, even and especially when it feels hard to do. Or is there anything I'm not seeing about this? And let yourself feel like it's sort of connecting now your heart chakra to this blue orb, and it's important to let yourself feel what you're feeling about what's going on in the world or going on in your life. That making space for that, being honest about that, touching that. It's like if more of us are out in the world, connected to our hearts, connected to our emotions, connected to the truth of what we're feeling, then more of us are showing up fully, more of us are showing up with love, more of us are showing up honestly. And it's that connection to your own heart that has a ripple effect out into the world that changes things. Again, I know a lot of this sounds cheesy, but it's what I'm seeing. It's what I'm seeing. It's not pie in the sky, it's true. And what do you get to have? What do we get to have when you do that? It's an integrity with self, because you're honest about the experience that you're having, but it's also integrity with the world and with those around you. And again, connected to that idea that you're not alone. We're not alone in it. We're in it together. And we all experience the same emotions. We experience them for different reasons, or they show up differently, but that's a language that we all share. It's something that unites us, whether we like it or not. Again, I'm hearing. But it's true. And the more fluent you are in this language within yourself, the more that you can communicate with other people, other hearts. And the more united we become in that. Wow. Okay, it's not what I was expecting when I sat down to do this, but it's beautiful. My heart feels tender and but softened around that. I hope that it is supportive for you this week and in general as you move through your life. Share this video, share this message with anyone in your life who needs it or who could benefit from it. I think we all could. Okay. That'll do it for this week's reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really love you and I appreciate you, and I'm fucking rooting for you. I'm rooting for you in your journey, in your unfolding, in your growth. I'm rooting for all of us in our collective version of that. And I'm sending you so much love. Bye for now.